Greg Show. We're here to serve the Emperor, protect humanity from the alien, the heretic, and the ruinous powers.
I am Greg, by the way.
Oh, I'm Richard. I'm Richardius of the Richard Marines.
How did they get that name, Richard?
Well, that's an excellent question. So I was going to talk about the Codex Astartes. So there's a lot of lore in 40k, so I have to sort of like
Sedona's picked up local Imperial Guard communications. They survived under...
Oh, there's a servo skull.
I want to know how.
So in the Imperium, abominable intelligence, otherwise known as AI, is outlawed because of historical reasons, pre-Imperium historical reasons.
The Jutlerian Jihad.
Keep
Huh?
firing! Keep
It's a
firing!
June thing.
Okay, I don't know very much about June at all. I know. We'll explore that another time.
I feel like I forgot to pick up ammo at some point.
There's some ammo in these trenches, but you know, you really got to get stuck in this game. Though I tend to favour ranged combat myself, so you know. So there's some guardsmen. Basically, you're not allowed AI, so every piece of computer equipment needs to have a human brain built into it. And so, because human life is super cheap in Imperium, you just you have servitors and server skulls made out of human bits. Greg, I want you, once you kill these orcs, of course. Oh, there's a heavy bolter. Good work. Get him. Get him. Get him. Yes. I want you to look at one of these Imperial Guardsmen over here. Oh, there's some ammo. Oh, no, cutscene. Now, to the general public, Space Marines are all like angelic figures. So that's why everyone calls you my lord and stuff, and bow to you because you're like a mythic figure to them.
I can understand that.
Considering you're like super soldiers compared to them.
Yes.
Carry on.
Now that
Also,
guard-
there aren't that. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
relatively, there aren't that many Space Marines.
No, because each chapter is limited. Well, technically, like I say in inverted commas, limited to 1,000, according to the Codex Astartes. So I just wanted to look at that Imp Guardsman for a second. See that gun he's carrying?
Yeah.
That gun's worth more than his life, and that gun is rubbish. Literally, the cheapest resource in the Imperium is human life. So the gear on the Guardsman is generally worth more than the Guardsmen themselves.
Oh, so they finally have a HUD.
A HUD?
Head-up display. Like, where to go? You know, like.
Oh, yeah, it's the fist. Just go towards fists. So,
And-
you know, Guardsmen in here.
Remarkable.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna just see if I can do this.
Walk on top of their bodies. It's good to see you respect the dead.
It's that ludonarrative dissonance.
Yeah. But, yeah. I love the Guardsmen. These are guys wearing Cadian pattern armor, which is fine. Flak armor. Anyway, so the Codex Astartes. The Space Marines were part of the Emperor's big shtick to sort of have humanity take over the universe.
Captain,
And
I'm in position at a
there were
broken monument near the
originally
guard
12,
lights.
but functionally 10 Primarchs who had like a Space Marine Legion initially. But then there was a big heresy, a big
The
rebellion.
Horus
The
Heresy?
Horus Heresy, indeed. In which oh, there's our friend. So more orcs to kill. Oh, cutscene. Bombastic music.
Sergeant, I see you found something to keep you busy.
See, it makes sense for these guys to be casual about this because they're used to this sort of situation.
This is their day job.
Yeah, exactly. Like impossible war zones.
I mean, there's a certain fatalism to being a Space Marine, right? Like, you fight until you die. Nobody retires from the
Space
Space
Marines, yeah. No one retires full stop.
That's true, because if you die, you become a dreadnought, so.
Yeah. Oh, not always. I think it has to be like critically wounded. Like, you can't just be flat out dead.
I may have encountered the orc during our jump to the surface.
Yeah, you can What's in here? I can't remember.
If the
chainsaw.
war hasn't turned
Beautiful.
on itself, it's still under his control.
So yeah, this is just better than the
To strike, F to stun. Alright.
Enter. So anyway, so there were 10 Primarchs, each with Legion. Big Horus Heresy, which screwed the Imperium forever. As a result, the Primarch of the Ultramarines Roberte Gulliman, I think it said. I see all these names written down, but I never pronounce them, so I never say them. Anyway, he wrote this, like, you know, almanac of, like, how to deal with any given military situation, called the Codex Astartes.
Right.
It also had these rules for breaking down these large Space Marine legions into chapters of no more than 1,000. It's a very controversial book, and the Ultramarines are known for sticking quite closely to it because, after all,
They're Ultra.
their Primarch set it up. And so each legion had like successive chapters. So the Ultramarines are particularly influential, and they also tend to break the rules whenever it's convenient for them, since they have their own like private empire within the empire going on. But basically, they're also known for being kind of inflexible with it, like only following the rules in the book. Other Space Marine chapters and a little bit more, find it more controversial. Like the Space Wolves ignore it altogether. And
The Blood Angels are pretty heretical.
well, the Blood Angels have a lot of genetic issues going on due to what happened to their Primarch.
Yes. Because they were close to the Warp or something like that.
Well, what happened was their Primarch was Sangarius or something. He had like angel wings because he was a mutant, and even though mutants are aboard, he got away with it by being a Primarch. Watch out for those exploding squigs, by the way.
He says after one appears.
You're a Space Marine, you can deal. Anyway, he during the heresy, he got murdered by Horus, who had become servant of the ruinous powers of chaos, who had become super powerful, and he got killed so hard that the
Well, now I have grenades.
yeah. So Q for a grenade. They're pretty generous with giving grenades, so don't be afraid to use them. Anyway, basically, he got killed so hard by Horus that all the Blood Angels sort of relive the experience. And sometimes they'll have a thirst for blood, which is an error in their genes.
Blood Angels thirsting for blood.
I know, it's almost, yeah. It's almost as if this was inevitable. And also, they might go into the Black Rage, where they relive Sangarius' final hours constantly. Yeah, it's a lot of green skins. Green tie. Let's try the XXX stun.
The what now?
Oh, sorry, I say XXX. Attack, stun. There we go. That's a nice little range area of effect stun.
Yeah.
Just quite
They
good.
really should like mention that earlier.
They will actually in a moment, but it's the only one they ever mention.
Whoa.
There's others apparently, but I just slash my way through everything. So those las guns, which the Imperial Guardsmen are using, are often pejoratively called flashlights because that's about all they're good for. They're like in lore, they're actually very useful guns, but they in lore they're very useful, but in the actual game on the tabletop, there's just everything else is better. And yeah. And since everyone likes the Marines, they always end up playing the Marines who have amazing armor. And yeah. Hey! Oh. Now, orcs, they constantly get bigger and bigger until another orc beats them. Which means that you get very large orcs like these guys called mobs. And basically, as bigger the orc is, the higher rank he is.
Ah.
Yeah, so you want to use that combo I just taught you.
Yeah. Or the grenade.
Or a grenade. Yep.
Oh, not good.
Yeah,
not
so
good.
you want to get away from him before he maxes you. And,
Yeah, I'd love to, except
jeez, Greg, just do better. Jeez, dude, get good.
it's like just
There we go, and now you want to go up. Now, this is going to quick time event you. So keep clicking something, first button, until we quick time event him into death. And chop his head off.
oh, that sounds painful.
Ah, he's an orc, he's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, he's fine, just sleeping.
We thought we were done for. Where is your commander, Carter? Inside, but the door is sealed. I believe they will let us through.
Yeah, so we're going to meet
Imperial
the
Guard, we are
commander.
Ultramarines. Open this door.
So, they like skulls in the Imperium.
Well, apparently they've got a lot of them.
Yeah. But
Word from the second record.
yeah.
The Greenskins are headed here from the south.
Anyway, some people don't like the Ultramarines, partially because some of the writing GW has done has made them, Games Workshop has done, has made them a little unlikable. But the Titus is pretty cool.
Reinforce their position.
Now we meet another character who is not a super soldier.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Now here's some. Oh, do we have subtitles on, don't we?
No,
No, we don't.
maybe.
Let's find out. She's a girl, Greg. What do we do? What do we say?
Oh, we do have.
So here's something interesting. She's a lieutenant, second lieutenant.
Yeah,
But they write it as lieutenant on the bottom there. I don't know if
that is how you spell lieutenant.
really, because I always thought lieutenant was spelled like left, L-E-F-T.
That's just how the Americans say it, lieutenant.
Really? Well, there you go.
So far, they seem content to stay put.
Oh, there you go.
The scouts have returned to forward base.
Yeah. So
How many?
Two.
it's like, oh no, things
Sent out
suck.
10.
And so basically, even though she's just a lieutenant, lieutenant, I should say, sorry.
Damn.
You should.
She,
Particularly because we're a Commonwealth country here.
Yeah.
And as you might have seen,
Um,
it's shooting down all our
Basically,
supporters.
every commanding officer of Barrow got killed, and so she's all that's left.
Leave the gun to us.
Come with me then.
So right now they got no support because the Orcs have taken over a massive and orbital cannon.
Ah,
And so our current objective is, okay, take out the orbital cannon so the Imperial Guardsmen can reinforce and get support. Is that that yellow chapel thing behind? This is a cute little command display. This should give us a purity seal, yes. So now we get this fury ability, which we can activate with T, and I wouldn't recommend doing it now. Basically, doing this in hand-to-hand combat will mean that we will get our health back slowly.
okay.
which is
That would have
useful.
been useful in that last fight.
Yes, it would have. And
What do you know
you
of
get it
the
back by
Titans,
killing
Osman?
things, basically.
Only that our troops were sent to guard the Titan Invictus at Manufactorum Ajax.
Yeah.
But that was 2 weeks ago, and we've lost contact with them.
Yeah, so
We need
basically,
to reach that Titan.
overall objective right now is make sure the Orcs don't get a Titan, because those are like skyscraper-sized war machines, which no one really wants anyone else to get their hands on.
Ideally.
And Orcs are known for looting anything. These are Basilisks,
Get me that field manual.
which are shield.
Single tech priest in sight.
Yeah, no tech priests and tech forward world. Basilisks are really cool artillery from the game. I love Imperial Guard. I love Imperial Guard Army. I personally play Death Corps. from
Land
Creed.
to the slaughter.
That's how it's done. This actually looks a lot like an Imperial war machine.
Ah,
Oh yeah, if you sprint and then attack, you'll do a little charge attack, which is cool.
is anyone? Oh, there they are.
Yeah. Strategic mastermind, Craig. Yeah, there you go. And see, that keeps the pressure on.
Give me the-
Are you serious? Freaking Orcs.
Okay.
They're cunning. So Orcs worship two gods, Gork and Mork.
Oh,
Gork is brutal but cunning, and Mork is cunning but brutal.
I see. Two sides of a different coin.
Different coin or the same coin?
Different coin.
Different coin, okay.
I mean, they're clearly like. Did you hear the description? Very different.
Oh, extremely different.
Probably should have used T then.
Fury.
Fury.
Don't worry. It's Fury. Like you have full health.
I guess.
I
we're
tend to
right through
save
here.
the Fury. Yeah, it's linear. This game's pretty linear. I love
No
like
jump.
this gothic architecture. I actually really like the art design in this game, and I think they do pretty well at varying sets that you find in.
Maybe I'm finding the palette a little brown.
It's brown right now, but they do actually vary it a bit. Like the trenches were different to the earlier rubble, but they do vary it up a bit more. Like considering like it could have gone much worse than this. Yeah, good old Orcs. Orcs are great villains for this game because the idea is they're actually. You're talking about Necrons before, and the Necrons were originally at war with these guys called the Old Ones, like a quadrillion years ago, and the Old Ones created a whole lot of races to help fight the Necrons. Oh, you get the Heavy Bolter.
Wait, where?
Back there's a Heavy Bolter over there. It's shining and everything. But yeah, they created all these races to help them fight the Necrons, and they included the Eldar and also the Orcs. But the Orcs were like They're meant to be like a warrior race, like, but they sort of went a little too well, and they spread out everywhere in the universe, and it's became a problem for everyone. Because orcs are made to fight, as they say.
Well, that's what happens when you get a fungus in your home.
Yeah, I know. Fungal infection.
I feel like there's a joke involving athletes put somewhere in there.
There probably is, but I'm not witty enough to find it. We're getting achievements all over the place, Greg.
Beyond the ruins and the
Just go
battlements
ahead.
beyond that.
And the gun battery.
The Orcs took it almost as soon as we got here.
Oh, those
Nearly
orcs.
2 weeks ago. Our unit was the only one to make landfall before they gained control. Now none of our ships can get past the gun.
Get what? Get what?
Get past the gun. Because they're stuck defensively, obviously. It's,
I feel like that's an Imperial Guard live though.
oh yeah, that's the tagline of the Imperial Guard, hold the line.
Can't do anything else.
Well, no, pretty much. Not great in assault, that's for sure. That's what a Marines are for. Yeah, you got those, Gretchen. I mean, Grots, whatever they call them nowadays.
So old school.
So once we get this Stalker Bolter, I think we'll call it an episode. And this is basically a sniper rifle.
Ah, makes sense.
Yeah. So.
Alright, well, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Unless you didn't watch, then thanks for listening.
Yeah, I guess that's also true. Probably heard a lot of gunfire while we're talking. It's like, what are these guys doing?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see.
Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a.
Yeah. Ah, walks. All right.
All right.
Next time on the Richard and Greg Show.
See you then.
Bye bye.